Hey guys, welcome back to another lesson in my beginner piano course level 1. If you enjoy these videos, don't forget to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. In this lesson, we're going to learn our first scale, the C major scale, in each hand separately and hands together as well. Before we get into the C scale, let's see why we learn scales in the first place. Scales are invaluable to every pianist. They develop agility, evenness in speed and sound, and also dexterity. They not only provide a great workout or warm-up, but they also make learning pieces much easier later on, especially pieces which include patterns that resemble scales or arpeggios. As an accomplished pianist, we need to know the scales in every single possible key, but the easiest one is the C major scale, and that's the one we're going to start with today. So what is a scale? A scale is basically a sequence of 8 notes where the starting and the ending notes, so the first and the 8th note, is the same letter name. Therefore, if a scale starts on C, it has to finish on C as well. Scales follow specific patterns of tones and semitones, but we're going to learn about these a little bit later on. What you need to know right now is that since scales have more than 5 notes and we only have 5 fingers, we need to do something called a crossing, a thumb crossing, in order to be able to play the 8 notes smoothly in a connected way without lifting up our hands and readjusting anywhere. A thumb crossing is a smooth transition from one hand position to the other without creating a gap or a break between the 2 hand positions, and this allows us to play an infinite number of notes completely smoothly legato without any lifts anywhere. Since the left and right hand are going to start the scale on a different finger number, the thumb crossings or finger changes are going to occur at different places in the scale, so playing scales hands together can seem very difficult and requires a lot of concentration in the beginning. Let's start with the actual notes of the C major scale. We're going to start on the middle C. This is our first note. The second note is D. The third note is E. The fourth note is F. The fifth note is G. The sixth note is A. And the 7th note is B. And then we get back to the C, which we can call the 8th note or the first note repeated at the top. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And you probably have heard this sound many times before. It's a very recognizable sound, the major scale sound. Now let's have a look at the finger numbers. So first, before we play the right hand C major scale, we're going to do a little exercise that's going to really help us get those thumb crossings into place. We're going to play 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to cross the thumb underneath onto the F, and then cross number 3 back onto E and back to C. Now this thumb crossing has to happen smoothly, so you can't release the E until you press down the F and then back onto the E, and then you release the F. Now if you do this crossing many times, then the scale is going to get easier. This is the ultimate point where we get gaps and little breaks in the scale. And once we mastered this little thumb crossing exercise, we're going to start the C major scale. 1 on the C, 2 on the D, 3 on the E, cross under 1 on the F, 2 on the G, 3 on the A, 4 on the B, and 5 on the C. Coming back, 4, 3, 2, 1, and crossing number 3 onto the E, 2, 1. So once again. And the most important thing when you play scales is to strive for evenness in speed and sound. So do not slow down or speed up once you started the scale, and try to not have any gaps between the notes like this. So keep it nice and even. A metronome can sometimes help with this. And the second thing is evenness in sound, so make sure none of the notes stick out as much louder than the others, especially the thumb. But keeping all the notes the same volume, very connected and smoothly. Let's see the left hand notes. The left hand is going to start not on the middle C, but on the low C this time, and number 5, so it's going to be the opposite of the right hand. Let's do our little thumb crossing exercise here as well. So starting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cross over number 3, and back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once you master the exercise, let's play the scale. 5 on the C, 4 on the D, 3 on the E, 2 on the F, 1 on the G, 3 on the A, 2 on the B, 1 on the C. Coming back, 2, 3. Now cross the thumb under G, F, E, D, C. Once you mastered the hands separately, after several days or weeks of playing, you can try it hands together. I can't stress this enough. Hands together is going to seem much more difficult because the crossings happen at different places, and that's something very difficult to process for the brain. So do not attempt this on the very first trial. It's just going to make the process slower and harder. But after a couple of days or weeks, depending on how much you have practiced, let's try to put the two together. So right hand always starts 8 notes higher than the left hand. So middle C, left hand on the low C. 5 and 1, D, E, and now the right hand is going to cross under, left hand continues. G, left hand crosses over, right hand continues. And coming back. After the A, left hand crosses under, right hand continues. 2, right hand crosses over. And finish. One thing you should understand about scales is that quality always comes before quantity. Never try to play the scale faster than your hands allow you to. Make sure the sound is accurate, the speed is accurate, and you're using the right fingers without tension, and you're curving your fingers and the wrist is relaxed. If you can get all of these at a slower speed, you can challenge yourself at a higher speed. If you get mistakes or tension at the higher speed, go back to a slower speed. If you enjoy this lesson, make sure to check out the premium version of this course, which is going to include a free method book, lots of filmed video tutorials for sight reading exercises, technical exercises, performance pieces, and best of all, you're going to get personal feedback from me to make sure your progress is as smooth and efficient as it can get.